Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot believe what I just heard from Gilbert Arenas on his show Gil's Arena when it came to Ben Simmons and him possibly making a return this season. But before we get into it, we got to run the intro.
I went in the locker room trying to show him love. He dissed me. He threw shade at me. I'm like, what the fuck I do?
You ready, B?
You feel me? Like, if you played, he played half the clip. His little minions over here trashing me and shit. I'm like, oh, whatever. I'm trying to
young B, cruising down the west side.
Nigga, who the fuck are you? Like, who are you?
The 03 Bonnie and Clyde.
He's talking about you right now. The locker room. He said all the players are trash.
So if you guys don't know, there's a thing going around on social media, and it's called the Ben Simmons Cycle. And where we are in the Ben Simmons Cycle is we're in the offseason phase, okay? So every year around this time, Ben Simmons will post a few workout videos, and delusional fans out there will believe that Ben Simmons is about to destroy this upcoming season. It's all bullshit, okay? Ben Simmons is a joke. To me, he is scamming the NBA. He is scamming NBA fans worldwide. And, you know, he's the worst kind of player in today's NBA, okay? Now, to my surprise, I tuned into Gilbert Arenas' show, and he literally is up here trying to basically make excuses for this clown Ben Simmons. So I want to play you guys exactly what he said.
I think we're looking at something wrong here. What we're looking at is this. Rookie of the Year, All-Star. Defensive Player of the Year, third team All NBA, All-Star, fourth in voting. The very next year, the year he gets booed in Philly, he was a first team All Defense. He was an All-Star, and he was runner-up to Defensive Player of the Year, right? Mm-hmm. That was the year he got booed. Okay. Right?
Philly gonna boo everybody.
Right? So he got booed. That was the year the year he got booed, he almost won Defensive Player of the Year. So
he could have broke a record that year.
So the playoff series, that was a year everybody's like, oh, Ben Simmons ain't shit, right? Mm-hmm. The following year is the back injury. Wink, wink. And Doc fucking with him. Yep. Right? That was that year, right? So he didn't play that year. The very next year, he's in Brooklyn, right? Back injury, right? Because he has a lawsuit from Philly because they said you withheld, you wasn't injured. So in theory, he can't play the next year or you did it on purpose.
Yes,
so his back injury, right? Last year, back injury, right? So what we're talking about, he actually hasn't played. So we're judging him now on a year he has not played a season since first team All Defense and runner-up to Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah. So he actually really hasn't performed yet. We've just seen a dude come in, play a couple games, then leave, and that's what we're judging him off of. When his real last season was 14, 7-7, second Defensive Player of the Year. So we don't know what Ben Simmons is going to get. We've been getting a
shut your bitch ass up
defensive guy that is waiting for his money to kick back in.
So you guys just heard what Gilbert Arenas just said. Here are my thoughts, man. I don't know what the fuck Gilbert Arenas is talking about, okay? Ben Simmons is done. His confidence is done. He's been in the league almost a decade coming up next year, right? He got drafted in 2016. He's coming up on a decade in the NBA. The guy still hasn't developed a jump shot. Ben Simmons is done, all right? Now, will Ben Simmons come out and try to play hard this season? I'm sure he will. You want to know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because this is a contract year for Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons he's the worst kind of NBA player in today's generation. These guys are literally scamming the NBA for hundreds of millions of dollars, right? They have no love for the game. They have no passion for the game. They don't care about getting better. They don't care about winning championships. These are the worst kinds of NBA players. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of makes sense why Gilbert Arenas would be defending a guy like Ben Simmons. Because we've even heard Gilbert Arenas on his show say, oh, well, what would you rather have, a championship or $100 million? This is the problem, ladies and gentlemen, with the NBA and why the quality of it, in my opinion, has deteriorated from this aspect. We now have guys prioritizing everything else but the game of basketball. You see it every day. Every day you get on YouTube, you got role players doing podcasts. I say this all the time. Listen, if LeBron wants to do a podcast, I'm cool with that. Draymond Green, I'm fine with that, right? I don't want to hear no fucking podcast from no goddamn Patrick Beverly, man. Okay? I don't want to hear no podcast from Lonzo Ball, who ain't played in 5 years. I don't want to hear no podcast from you. I'm just being honest. You niggas got reality shows, you're doing podcast, you're doing everything but playing the fucking game. And then when you turn on the game, right? They treat the game like it's NBA Fashion Week, right? You niggas doing fashion shows, you got your brands, you're rapping, you're doing TV shows, podcasts, you're doing everything but playing the fucking game. Oh, and to top it all off, you're also robbing the fans. Man, I'm done with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is done. He's cooked, all right? He's cooked. He's not coming back because guess what? Nobody believes in him, right? He's never going to be that guy again. All you got to do with Ben Simmons is real simple. You play him sort of similar to Russell Westbrook. You just sag off of his ass and you dare his ass to shoot, and he's going to fold up like a little girl out there on the court. That's how you beat Ben Simmons. Very simple. So for Gilbert Arenas to be sitting up here making excuses for Ben Simmons acting like, oh, well, he had a back injury and blah, blah, blah. Man, all that shit was fake, man. Wasn't nothing wrong with no damn Ben Simmons. He literally quit on everybody. We saw it in Philadelphia 3-4 years ago. He quit. You gave him $200 million, and he said, you know what? I'm good now. Fuck this shit. He did the same thing at LSU. He did the same thing in the NBA, and he's going to continue to do it as long as these GMs keep giving him millions and millions of dollars. We have to put an end to players like Ben Simmons. That's really all I got, man. Y'all come into the comments and let me know your thoughts on this particular topic. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. This was another installment of The Locker Room. Peace.
How many verses do a nigga gotta kill to get a deal? I wonder why the fakest niggas always acting like they real. These are questions that be on my mind. My shorty mad, she won't cause, I ain't got the time. You see, I'm making classics, these rappers is bastards. His flow really tragic, you niggas is average. Got me plotting to take over, that shit is a given. Charlie Sheen 2011, my niggas is winning. Just had a talk with my mama, I'm so tired of drama. Just need a vacate crate, she from the Bahamas. You know I'm in the stew and yeah, your son is a problem. You ever say you gon' call and you never do call him. That's how I'm doing them lately. Say that she ain't feeling me, give it some time, she still gon' date me. And I will call your name out, but on second thought, you don't deserve this clout. Real rapping, if you speaking on my name, make sure that it's facts. Cause if you stab me in the back, then I ain't taking you back.
We screaming out, fuck the haters. We everything they won't be.
Nah,
We screaming out, fucking pay us. Cause we don't do this shit for free.
no we don't, nigga.
We screaming out, fuck the haters. We everything they won't be. We screaming out, fucking pay us. Cause we don't do this shit for free.
I wish I did, but no, nigga, I do not. Fucking with my set, you guaranteed to get your crew knocked. And they be acting like they really won't beef, and they be lying in they songs about how they run in the streets. Like, okay, you a gangster now. I bet your mama and your family, they so damn proud. Y'all stuck on the ground while we all in the clouds. We got the key to life and they ain't figured it out, but we'll let you know how the story goes. These rappers wash like them clothes that they still ain't fold. Lyrics to all your fucking songs, man, don't nobody know. If rap had a draft, y'all wouldn't ever go pro. But I ain't tryna make enemies. You not fam, so you niggas ain't no kin to me. You act tough, but don't really put no fear in me. Fuck any nigga that don't see the vision clearly.
We screaming out, fuck the haters. We everything they won't be. We screaming out, fucking pay us. Cause we don't do this shit for free. We screaming out, fuck the haters. We everything they won't be. We screaming out, fucking pay us. Cause we don't do this shit for free.
myself, my name is